So we're starting the podcast. We all have our stuff. Blake,
Hello
Jake,
and welcome back to a new
Cisneros.
podcast. Today we're going to be talking about careers that are unpopular but have a high pay. Let's start with Zay.
Start with
Zay,
Zay.
what is your career? What is your career and what is the pay? And tell us about your job.
Okay. So I got the website trade-schools.net. Number 18 is called an ocularist. Ocularist.
Tell us about this career.
An ocularist. You may have seen him in all the movies and such. You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jumping from
So an ocularist, it's the people who like fit artificial eyes into you. Like you lose an eye, it just falls out. You like stabbed something, like a piece of wood gets in there. Any case where you might in fact damage or permanently lose an eye, you can't unpermanently lose an eye. Like just gonna throw that back in there. Either way, it's like all the eyes are handmade. I don't know how. I don't know if it's like a ping pong ball or something. But it sounds like they made some sort of mold. And they painted it. Which of course I'm assuming they don't have to make it exactly as the patient's other eye. They can say they want the other eye, or they can say, hey, I just want to reveal my chakra to everyone else. Which isn't that funny of a joke? Either way, yeah, it just. Let me keep on reading. When the flawless eye has been created, you apply acrylic and polish it. The artificial eye fits over the existing ball of muscle within your patient's eye socket. Yeah, your eye socket is entirely muscle, which is gross. Which allows it to move slightly. Because yeah, if like moving your eye, it's not even like, you know? No.
Yeah.
And the last sentence is adding to its lifelike appearance. After your patients are fitted with their new eyes, they will return to you approximately every 6 months for checkups and maintenance. They gotta grease up the old eyes, you know?
Yeah.
You will also teach them about proper care and maintenance between checkups. Just like you need the eye drops and such. They must know how to properly clean an artificial eyes to maintain healthy eye sockets. We ain't talking about healthy eyes, we're talking about healthy sockets. Can't have no not healthy things in there. Becoming an oculist does take quite a bit of time. Yeah, it requires college. It requires you must complete a training and apprenticeship program with the American Society of Ocularists.
What type of degree?
ASO. I'm getting to that. No, that was pretty much it. It just says you have to complete a training with ASO, American Society of Ocularists.
So you don't have to have a degree to get into this.
Well,
no, I
I'm
think
assuming
you do have to have a degree.
the training from American Society of Ocularists gives you your degree because it takes approximately 5 years to complete. Unless you're really bad at it, you can take 8 years.
I think you do. Well, like I assume that it would require a degree to even
Yeah,
get into
because I don't
it.
think you can just go shoving fake eyes into people's eye sockets
Well,
without a degree.
American Society of Ocularists, as I said, if once you complete the approximately 5-year training program, it'll probably give you a degree. It's not like you took 5 years of more school for nothing.
Yeah.
Who's next? I finished mine. Jake, why don't you go,
I
Jake?
could go next. Yeah.
that's
So,
right.
Alright, Jake, tell us about your career and pay.
My career is a nuclear medicine technologist.
Technologist.
Alrighty. So, a nuclear. I can't. Technologist. It has a pretty well pay from $76,000 to $92,000 a year.
Wow.
It does depend on where you do go, though. The main, if you get most pay, but which most people get, probably the average pay, it's around $76,000. But if you get below that, it's around $65,000. If you get above that, it's about $92,000. It will go up while you work longer, faster, stronger. I
So
don't
it's
know
kinda-
how you work stronger, but you know.
So it's kind of like the longer you work, the more like you raise you kind of get away.
Yeah, kind of like promotions, basically.
Yeah, that's-
like how most jobs work.
Yeah.
Well, what the nuclear medicine technologists do, they inject small amounts of radioactive materials into patients to take images of the patient's body to diagnose or determine the progression of certain diseases or illnesses, such as cancer, heart disease, and to better understand this field of job shadowing is helpful for the students who are in type of medicine. So if you want to go in and look inside people's bodies with special tools and different radioactive material, you can get into that. I'm personally not into that, but you never know. So also what these people do in their jobs is what helps stop cancer, which I thought was pretty cool about that, how you can like help people with tumors, cancer, just things you don't really want, right? You know.
Yeah.
I also have an example of a person who went into this career, and her name is Woywode.
Okay.
She wanted to go into healthcare, and she liked her anatomy class, right?
Yeah.
Well, she really loved getting to shadow a radiology technician, which is another name for the job. So whenever she went to college, she went into the radiology program to shadow the people and see what they do and see the different branches that make up radiology, like ultrasound, radiation therapy, MRI, CT, and nuclear medicine. She really likes the nuclear medicine part, and she loves chemistry and everything, so it's not quite fast paced, and so you have time to do your job and relax. And you're not relaxed, I guess, but you weren't in such a time crunch as many other doctors.
Yes.
Yeah. And so another thing is the Bureau of Labor Statistics projects 6.9% employment growth for nuclear medicine technologists between 2018 and 2028. In that period, an estimated of 13,000 jobs would open up. So yeah, any
Sweet.
questions?
Not much.
Very interesting.
How much like schooling would you need for it?
About that.
Okay.
One second.
I mean,
that's
I'm going
one.
to assume-
That is one thing I forgot to find. So if you hear my keyboard clickety clack for a second, ignore it.
He certainly is looking something up. Very loudly too.
You need at least a 2-year post-secondary degree in the medical field.
Don't know what that is. But who cares? Someone.
Well, it's like a post. I don't want to get into this because I don't really know this, but I don't guess it's a really big. Like it doesn't take long to become this in college-wise. It's a lot shorter than other doctors, like hospital degrees and stuff like that, like medical school. You probably won't have to go in that long. So
kind of like a short doctoral degree.
basically.
In
So that.
So I'm gonna extend mine just to get more time.
Okay.
So apparently there's a website for the American Society of Ocularists. I went to it. It's called ocularists.org. And you can search ocularists by state, country, and name. And according to this website, there are charted 15 ocularists in Texas. Some being in San Antonio, some being in Atlanta, some being in San Antonio. Like we got Austin.
Wait,
few
did
in
you say
Dallas.
Atlanta?
Atlanta. I'm assuming there's a city named Atlanta because it says Atlanta,
Yes,
Texas.
there is. Atlanta Falcons, you know?
No, but like
You know what I'm saying?
Atlanta's not in Texas.
Oh, it says there's a city named Atlanta.
Oh,
I mean,
probably is.
some other, like, there's jobs everywhere. Like, there are jobs still around
It's by
Texas,
Queens.
I guess.
It's by Queen
But,
City. All right, yeah, but there's a lot of people. There's a lot of them in Houston and Dallas. Also, one in Temple, another place in Texas.
okay.
So who wants to go next? Plane? It's just news.
All right.
Okay.
So basically, I have two of them, and I'm going to explain two of them. So my first one that I want to talk about is a bingo manager.
No.
All right.
Bingo.
Yeah, I know. So basically, a bingo manager is someone like in casinos, right? Like gambling kind of bingo.
I got you.
And yeah, that kind.
I got you.
And what a bingo manager does is pretty much directs it all. And this position actually does not require a college degree, but they do need at least 5 years of experience. And what they do in this career, they approve jackpots and payouts. You know, like they handle all the money in a way. And yeah, that's pretty much what a bingo manager is. And like for big casinos, handling money when it comes to like winnings and earnings.
I'm assuming
So that's
this type of job doesn't really require much of a degree.
no, it does not require a college degree. It just
need to
needs
be able to
at
count.
least.
Or not even count,
Well,
just
that-
read.
Well, that and it also requires at least 5 years of experience.
Years.
I have
Years.
one question as well.
What's your
How do you get experience if you can't do your job without
You
5
can,
years of
I know a few
experience?
ways. Like a few ways, or you can job shadow, which I don't think job shadowing is too premier in a
Whoa.
casino. But I'm assuming you can get online experience. You can like work as like something lower and like get experience just from working like a lower part of it.
Yes, like kind of like cause it shows like a blackjack dealer.
Yeah.
Because it's still in the same field.
Mhm.
Right. For my second career that I found is actually an elevator inspector.
Oh really? You got more than one.
Yes.
That's new.
Alright, so basically what
Original.
this job is pretty logical in a way. I guess you can tell what it is by the name of it.
Probably.
So basically what they do is that an elevator inspector is pretty much a person who rides them and they test the safety, they make sure they work, you know. They kind of have like a checklist to see if it's fine, if it's safe, you know.
Of course, of course.
Kind of like for like, well, they mainly test them for skyscrapers for sure, because since they're so high and elevators need to be safe for those types of buildings, it's so high.
Of course.
And a college degree is actually not required, but one thing that is required is a certification and license, depending on the state though.
Okay.
And it's a pretty well-paying job. And I actually didn't see the salaries. So for my elevator inspector career, the average median salary is 63,000, and a bingo manager average salary is 61,000.
Oh, 61.
Okay, so I have one question.
What are
Yes.
those?
So I'm gonna put you in a situation here with being the elevator inspector.
Okay.
So let's
This is
say
a
you're an
question.
elevator inspector.
Okay.
So let's say they just built a new hotel
Yes.
and they wanted you to test the elevators.
Yes.
So what happens if you're in the elevator and something goes wrong?
You messed up.
I know they have alarms and stuff where you can call the fire department because that's what most elevators have. But let's say they didn't have that set up yet. What would you do in that situation?
You messed up.
what I would
You gone.
that they would do, I would assume that they would have some sort of like backup way of being safe. I
Gone.
would just like test it without any type of as a backup if it
So
doesn't
they
go
basically
through.
have a fail safe, is what you're saying.
I would imagine.
Yeah, I'd assume they have one. I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't work there yet.
Yeah, of course.
Just.
Alright, so those are my two
So
careers.
Oh, okay.
it's my turn.
You do
Your
this.
turn.
How do you become? I guess you may have already answered that. Just
Oh,
wasn't-
please do career description and the average pay.
Okay. Well then, Cisneros, why don't you give it a go?
Oh, there you go.
Yes. Oh wow.
Alrighty, so
Oh sorry. That was.
the career I choose is called music therapy.
Oh. Original.
Alright.
Who would have guessed?
Not
Oh,
me.
what music therapy is basically it is a aid in physical discomfort by improving respiration, lowering blood pressure, and improved heartache output, reduce heart rate, which means just well, flat out it's just music. I'm trying to relax you. They want it to be so stressful, you know.
Got it.
Like for example, you are at school, some students listen to music so they won't get stressed over a test or work like that if they overthink about something.
Oh yeah,
Got it.
okay, yeah, I understand it now.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, it's like someone like that since
So
we're
it's
trying
kinda
to do
like-
that one.
Yeah, so like it's kind of like a way to like somewhat like, in a way it's like a stress like tool, you know, like something
Yeah.
to relieve your stress and like problems
Yeah,
that you're
Yeah,
having.
music set to relieve stress. Yeah, that's cool. Please
Mm,
tell
How
me
is
more.
it like? Okay, so I get like you use music to like relieve stress and stuff like that, but how like what type of music is it like? prefer, it's like your type of taste,
Hardcore
or
rock.
no? Okay, if you don't know, it's okay if you don't.
Oh, I'll say something after.
You got this, nerves. Unless Jake really
Do
wants
you
to.
want me to help you
Just.
out? Cisneros?
Serious?
Is he muted? I think he's gone.
No, he's still here.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna just say what I'm gonna say
Okay.
because he is not responding.
Something went wrong.
My
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Send
okay.
the messages. What do you say?
so
so hold on
the-
1 second. Alright, so that's my question was, so like, is the music like chosen for you, or is it just like a certain genre of music?
You're
Or do you-
no, you're fine. Stop.
You know, I haven't really thought about quite a question
Oh.
actually.
Got it.
Because I was hoping you wouldn't ask that one.
Okay,
Oh.
then can I help you?
I'm
real
writing down
fast?
Yeah.
professionally unprepared.
Unprepared for that question.
What I would say for Blaine's question is that I feel like because well, from what I've seen, I've heard that Mozart helps you focus, and so you might have music like that.
Go on.
And, like I guess like you know how some teachers put on like study music
Yeah,
where
like
it's basically like calm, smooth jazz.
yeah, like
Oh,
an
I
avid-
love me some jazz.
Like sometimes an avid she'll put on some nice relaxing music.
Oh
and all
yeah,
that.
in our
Yeah,
in our
or-
Avid
or-
class.
Or sometimes I heard Mario music.
You were just saying things that you
No,
No,
know.
no, no, no,
No,
no.
it
Okay,
actually
I know
helps.
what he's saying. Because,
I
like,
don't. I've never heard of this.
Ha-
You
have
tell
you
me.
ever tried this?
When you listen to fast-paced Mario music, it helps you
I-
focus and work a lot faster.
Yeah.
It worked for me.
For an
Really?
It's also worked for me.
Blaine,
I've
you
never
said
heard of
you
this.
do an assignment. I forgot what it was. What did you do?
What are we talking about?
You listened to fast music to get an assignment done. What assignment was that exactly?
Oh, okay. So this was in This is when the Thanksgiving quarantine thing.
No
so
idea.
basically, I had 2 speeches to do, to write and record, and I had the algebra test. And throughout that whole time, I was listening to Big Mario Kart 8 on repeat.
I love that
for 30
song.
Yeah. And I managed to complete all of it before 4 o'clock.
Dude, I just kind of to get that done. I just sat in my bed in utter silence. Everything. Okay, go on. Is that your thesis?
Wait, hold on, wait. So what's the average pay?
I guess you didn't say that. Or
that's
he
the-
might have.
Okay, it's not a very high pay. It's like
That's
40,000
the
per year.
Well,
That's the
fine.
problem. Yeah, 40,000 per year.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, not really.
I mean, you still get something.
I mean, it's not bad for just like helping people relax the type of music in a way.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty good. Honestly.
Alright, that's my podcast book.
No, we're not done yet. We gotta say
What-
more
No.
stuff. How much time? How do I
What do we
check?
have left?
How do I check the time?
Okay, I am gonna add one more thing because I
Okay.
didn't say where my job was, like where you can get jobs. There are jobs like in Crescent City and LA and like California and stuff. Like I know. I'm giving
Okay.
one moment.
Midnight
please.
City.
I am saying that the jobs have a wide variety across
Got
the
it.
United States. They can be in Illinois, California, and also Texas. Some
Okay.
cities are in Texas, I should say, are San Marcos. And there's one where you can Texarkana,
Okay.
Texas,
Sure.
and Winsboro,
I've heard of Winsboro, not Texarkana.
Texarkana.
Texarkana, same thing.
It's like Texarkana,
Sounds
Texas.
familiar to me.
How long?
don't
How do
know
I check
why.
how long my thing is? How long the video
Go
is?
to OBS and it'll show it on the bottom.
Bo-
It will see with a little red thing.
It's been
that says
20
delete.
minutes.
How long
Not
do we
bad
need?
time.
Oh, that
Not-
is not. That
Holy-
isn't
oh
that
my
bad.
God.
Not that bad. And now we're talking about politics.
We're not gonna
Okay.
talk.